Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Eeks and Geeks.
Yeah!
We've been gone.
We're
so
here.
long.
We did it.
We're still here. We're still here. We promise.
We had
We're
a brief hiatus.
Should we tell the people why it's been so long?
I think we mentioned it in like the last one that we recorded, but we were all at Dragon Con 2 weeks ago, and then we got a little bit sick after Dragon Con.
We got a little
Speak for
sicky.
yourself.
Some of us got a little bit sick after Dragon Con.
We got a little sicky.
Recovered. Look at
Yeah,
us.
we're better now.
Now we're back.
Look, hotter than ever.
And can we all just have a moment to
Look at it.
share our Eeks and Geeks shirts that Pumpkin made for us? Okay, almost lit.
Yeah.
Pumpkin designed these.
Pumpkin designed them. They look so
They're
good.
so cute.
Why is mine backwards?
Why is this yours?
No, I feel like mine's the only
Yours
one
is the one
backwards.
that's correct. Mine is backwards.
No,
I'm
mine's backwards.
Wait, is my
Wait.
camera only backwards to me?
Wait, I think
that's
it
what
is.
it is.
Yeah, because
Oh.
yours is all reading correctly except for mine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
same.
that's
Yeah, you're all reading correctly.
Are we
except
all
for me.
stupid?
Okay, we're
Yes.
done. We're
Good.
done.
Good. I'm glad we established that.
No,
Maybe
mine's
one day we
backwards.
can like let the listeners buy these.
I mean,
Merch?
Would you guys wear them?
Maybe some merch.
I lost my hair.
Would you guys... Oh my God,
Oh my
Lauren.
gosh. Lauren.
We lost
Lord,
her.
go
We lost
down.
her.
Okay,
She's
she's
back.
Yeah, oh my god, what if this is our first merch?
Yeah. Ooh.
It's
This would
actually
also
odd.
slap on a drag fan, is all I'm saying.
I wonder if
That's how we
Redbubble
start
has that.
opening. We all do a synchronized fan flip.
I would love it on a fan. Oh my
Scare
gosh.
my cat.
Yes.
I would love it on a fan.
Yeah,
I would love it
that
on a
would
fan.
look-
choreo, you guys.
I'd have to draw it like long ways.
I
Like
love
that.
it.
Yeah,
Long.
that'd be cute.
Long.
You know what else is long?
The
Hot
Predators.
Dick!
Or whatever. Sorry, is that what you're gonna say?
I'm so excited to talk about this today.
I'm already-
We should probably set up what we're reviewing today.
Oh yes.
Oh, yeah.
Hello. This is my pick. This is Siberia's pick, Prey. I had not seen this movie before picking this movie, but after seeing this movie, I'm happy I picked this movie.
Did you
I
watch
really
it
enjoyed
today
it.
for the first time?
I also watched it. Huh?
Oh, I wasn't sure if you watched it today for the first time because I know you just said it.
No,
was
I
like,
watched
oh
it,
my
like,
god.
I watched it before Dragon Con, and then I
Oh.
watched it again
Oh,
today,
that's
and
right.
like took notes because the first time I wanted to watch it, I wanted to like watch it.
Yeah. And just for the record, we have now started our like block of a new genre of horror. So this is the first in our creature feature block, and
Mhm.
Siberia is the first to pick, and we'll all have a pick for a creature feature.
Yes.
Feature.
Should we just go around and say our final thoughts? Should we just start doing
Yeah.
that?
Yes.
Do I go first, or should someone else go first?
I
Go
think
first.
I think Pumpkin should go first.
Oh,
Okay.
have fun
Well,
with
then
Pumpkin.
Siberia's definitely gonna go first.
it.
Just kidding. Go Pumpkin.
I said Prey is such a fantastic movie. The plot, acting, cinematography, special effects, it's all so great. While I don't necessarily find it that scary, the gore and suspense are fantastic. And also the Predator is really hot. I give it a 9 out of 10.
Okay.
Ooh.
I spent this movie simping.
Well, now I am going to go because I hadn't seen this movie either, so it's not like there's any reason. Prey is an excellent addition to the Predator series and the creature feature genre as a whole. It's female-driven, a Native American story. It hits hard and gives you everything you want in a Predator movie and more, providing accurate and realistic portrayals of the Comanche people and representing that community. Naru is an amazing protagonist. She is smart. She is strong. She can fight her
Yes.
ass off. Having her be the match for the Predator made this movie so great because I never doubted she was going to get the Predator's ass.
Oh yeah.
While I don't find the Predator sexy, the use of practical effects, score, and incredible cinematography solidify this as one of my favorite creature features of all time. 9 out of 10.
Woo!
Wow. I hated it. I'm just kidding. I love this movie so much. The fight scenes, I am a sucker for fight scenes. Oh my god. We'll get to it, but that one where he like the Predator like throws out the knife and pop. Oh, I was in my bed just like, ah! Like, and then I'm not I can't say I'm much of a monster lover because I play Mass Effect, but the scene where he's like holding up and like blood is dripping on him, I was like,
Or Siberia.
Yeah, but I just the acting is so good. I love how like you see the predator like in the beginning, but like you don't really see him until like the last 30 minutes. Like it's just
Yes.
kind of like a build up and like, oh, it's just so good. I give it a 9 out of 10 too.
Hell yeah.
Woo! I'd like kind of given up on writing things down. I did because I watched it when I watched it the first time, I was just like watching it because it had just come out and I loved it. And so I just rewatched it today, like while I was working. So I didn't take any notes. But I loved this movie. Like when we watched it the first time, immediately just like we were so hyped. And I was like, are we enjoying this like way too much? Like, is it or just like hyping the hell out of this? But it's so good. It's entertaining from start to end. I have never seen a Predator movie, so I have like no clue what to expect with this. Like I knew that it was like a Predator movie and like whatever, but I had no idea like what Predator was or what his whole shtick was. So I thought he looked so cool. Yeah. I was pumped on how he looked. The representation, amazing. Everyone in this movie is so hot, including the Predator. I'm there with you. But yeah, just the whole story, it's so good. 9 out of 10 as well. It's a good one.
Mine's all around.
Mine's all around.
I will take that.
We are unanimous in this. Look at us.
I will take 2 for 3 out of my picks. I will take that.
We gotta have we all have to have a rotten one in there somewhere.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I just got mine really early.
Yeah, you got yours out of the way first thing. So.
Right. Shall we delve into some trivia that I found?
Yeah.
Okay. So Dane DeLigro, I do not know if I pronounced that correctly, the guy who plays the Predator, performed all of the acting, stunts, and motion capture for the character without a stunt double.
Oh, dope.
Wow.
Like, Pumpkin, come get your man.
Okay. Where is he? I'll go get him now.
I wanna look him up. Is he hot? Like,
yeah, is he hot?
Ooh, yeah.
Gotta be. What's his name?
Dane DeLigro.
Okay.
Oh, he's not bad looking.
Oh yeah, he's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, he's pretty cute. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Did you scroll on the pic of him the hiking?
Yeah.
Did you say oh yeah?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The hiking.
Oh, look at him in like half predator form. Oh, that's cool.
That's fun. Okay, nice.
All right, dope.
Pumpkin, go get your man.
Yeah. Next fact, this is now the highest rated Predator movie in the entire franchise, according to Rotten Tomatoes, and the all-time highest viewed premiere of any TV show or movie on Hulu ever.
Wow. I'm assuming it's second to the original Predator?
I'm guessing so.
Okay.
I'm right there with Lauren. The only Predator I've ever seen is Predator versus Alien. And that was like when that came out.
I love that one.
Yeah, that's the only Predator movie I've ever seen.
No, this is the highest rated one.
Oh, hell yeah.
The only Predator movie I haven't seen was the 4th one because I heard it was garbage anyway. So I just didn't
Same, I haven't seen that one either.
Well, now I feel like I need to watch the Predator movie.
I know. Same.
The first one's really good.
The third one's actually scary in my opinion.
Oh.
Ooh,
I do agree. I don't find this movie like scary, but it has good like suspense moments and like when she's hiding from like the bear and the predator, like that part's crazy.
I would argue a bunch of creature features I don't find scary though.
Yeah, that's probably
okay, so then we have when Naru says do it, it's a throwback to Arnold's line, do it now from the original Predator.
Wow.
Nice. I didn't even catch that.
And then though still advanced, the technology used by the Predator is much simpler than in the previous films. Like the camouflage sections are like larger, he has less armor, and the HUD is like streamlined and simplistic. His like shooting
I noticed.
I think I heard that like because he's got like sort of that bone helmet in this one and it's like different in other ones.
Yeah. It's very different.
It's like a mask.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it's like canon or anything, but I've seen online people referring to him as like the feral predator.
Ooh.
So relatable. Yeah, I guess I'm also feral.
Relatable content.
I'm also feral. Oh, okay, yeah, it's like a metal helmet. Okay.
Yeah,
and it has like technology in it and stuff.
The bone helmet.
it's so it's like metal. It's so hot.
Good.
Oh, good.
It's sort of serving Rings of Power orc.
It kind of is.
Their bone helmet.
Like if the Uruk-hai were in Rings of Power, like that's how big it
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, last fact. Sari, Naru's dog and constant companion, was adopted at an Atlanta shelter. And
Yeah.
it had no previous movie experience. And it's a real Carolina dog, which is a rare breed of wild dog that followed the first humans to cross the Bering Straits 16,000 years ago.
Yeah.
So they like even went accurate for the dog breed.
That's amazing.
Dang, yeah.
I did see on TikTok that like that dog, it was like its first movie and it was doing such a good job that it's in a lot more scenes because it was like doing so great that they were like, look, get this dog more screen time.
Yeah, so I thought that was really cool. And Atlanta, represent with your no-kill shelters. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, should we just like delve right into this
Let's do it.
plot?
Let's get in
All right,
there.
let's go. In chapter 1, because this is a book club, I didn't name the chapters. I am guilty of that this week. In 1719, in the Great Plains, Naru, a young Comanche warrior woman trained as a healer, dreams of becoming a hunter like her brother Tabe. While tracking deer with her dog, Sari, she witnesses the lights of an alien predator spacecraft, which she interprets as the Thunderbird, taking it as a sign to prove herself. At the village, one of their tribe's hunters has been taken by a mountain lion. Tabe says Naru can come on the search party, but only help track the cougar and provide medical treatment if they find the hunter alive. They retrieve the wounded hunter and depart, though Tabe stays behind to find and kill the big cat. Discuss.
Strong opening. It's beautiful. Like this is a stunning movie. It's and I'm not I'm not super educated on like indigenous culture, but it feels very authentic.
Yeah.
It looks amazing. It feels like they have a team that's like
upon looking it up, like it's very authentic. Like they like down to like every costume, the setup of the camp, like the way that they speak, all the face painting is like completely accurate.
And it feels like it. Like the whole time I was watching it, like this just feels very correct.
It's not like Pocahontas where it's like appropriating the
Yeah, Naru gives me Mulan vibes. I love her. Like
badass bitch.
Yeah. And how she like wants to fight. She wants to hunt. She doesn't want to be one of the gatherers.
Yeah.
Also, this movie, the nature shots in this movie like rival Nat Geo. Like it's so pretty.
Yeah.
I'm always a sucker for a movie like this that like cold opens with like a quote from the protagonist with like a black screen. I'm like, yes. Let's go.
Tell us how it ties into the story.
I thought it was funny the one scene where Naru like looks up and she like sees the weird like cloud whatever thing. I was like, I've seen Nope. That's not a regular cloud.
Still have not seen Nope.
You need to see Nope. We need to
talk
about
it. Also, speaking of that moment when it like you see the underside of the thing and then it goes into the title card like in the sky.
Yes, I love that. Yeah,
title card.
Yeah. We love a good title card reveal.
Oh yeah,
iconic.
Also, I was very confused at first when they were like, oh, a lion took him or whatever. I was like, we're in America. We don't have lions. And then I was like, oh, a mountain lion. Oh. I'm used to calling them cougars. So I was like really confused. I was like, there's no lions here.
Naru's brother is so fine. I was like, holy moly.
I mean, both of them truly.
Right?
Like, the biped
is like, it meant Tabe?
Yeah. Okay. There's your joke. Get out. We're gonna have to take over hosting this one. Is unexpected.
Who's the asshole with the red feathers? What was his name?
What's his name? Let me look at it.
He was such a dick, but he was really hot.
Really hot.
Oh, really? God. Everybody in this movie is so hot. And I was like,
so fun.
Stop it.
Not everybody.
Nah, not the white guys.
Not the French people. But we'll get to that.
The French.
The French.
A white man? No.
It's at least a horror movie.
Yeah, I have many notes about the French.
I do as well. In my head.
Also, I was like, let this girl hunt. She is better at it than you.
I know. I'm like, and do we really have to have the misogyny? It's like
Yeah.
just like good old fashioned misogyny. Like,
Right.
Of course.
Yeah, the men are the hunters, the women are the gatherers.
When she's like, there's something bigger out there, like a bear or whatever, and he's like, I'm not scared of a bear. I was like, you
Why?
should be.
You should be.
You
Why are
should.
you
He's like, we
afraid
should
of
be
a
more
bear?
scared of the lion. I was like, no, I think like a grizzly bear is a much worse problem. Like,
Or-
I'm not really
And we see that
Yeah. I'm like,
bears
I
are
think
just as scary.
you should be
Yeah.
very scared of a bear, sir.
Yeah.
God.
I'm always though with bears because they're so cute. I'm like, if it's not my friend, why does it look
Why
like
is it
that?
Why
Why
is he
is it
so
so
Like
fluffy?
fluffy?
With the tail and with
I
the
just-
ears?
I just want to
Uh-huh.
go, oh, bo, 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 bo.
He did the baby.
On his back. Like,
Yeah, just, oh, bo, bo, bo.
Baby. Baby.
I would die so quickly.
I also loved the lingering shots on like them walking in, like when the hunt, like them going to find him
Oh.
was first starting, and it was like silent, and it was just them with like the bows and arrows. I was like,
Mm.
yes, let's go.
I love a good bow and arrow. I don't know what
Like
it
it
is.
just felt like I was like, oh, we're starting. Now.
Yeah, I love bow and arrows. I just love them so much. I don't know what it is about it. Oh,
they're sexy.
they're so sexy.
They're sexy.
Yeah, I loved the anticipation of like they didn't really show us the predator. You just see like the invisible outline of him there, and you're like,
Mhm.
ooh, what is like? Because if you watch like all the predator movies, you know they always look a little bit different. Like there's different types of predators and whatever. So I was kind of like, ooh, what's his like design in this one? What's he gonna look like? Like I was really
Yeah.
interested.
Well,
So
I
I like
because I don't know what the predator. I didn't know what his whole thing was. So I was like, is he like
Yeah.
magic? And Joe was like, no, it's like technology. And I was like, oh.
Is he a wizard?
I didn't know if he was like a magical creature.
Are you a wizard?
Are you a wizard?
he just stabs you.
I wasn't sure.
I guess I could be.
Oh, also, fuck off with that guy being like, we're not going to be gone long enough to need a cook. Like,
Oh my god.
blah, 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 women suck, make
Yeah.
me food,
We
blah,
get
blah,
it.
blah.
It's the 1800s version of get in the kitchen, make me a sandwich.
Yeah.
You know, I was like,
Also, I don't know if it's her mom, but the lady that she's in the tent with, when she's like, oh, sorry, he's of course he's smart, he's easy to train, whatever, and the lady's
dog.
like, not every smart creature is easy to train, and she looks at her and I was like, did you call her a dog? That is so rude. Fuck you, lady.
Yeah.
Also, in that scene, we're introduced to that flower
Mhm.
that becomes very important later.
Mm,
So she sort of like harvests this flower
Yeah.
for medicinal purposes, and the grandma or whoever it is like,
He's
taught
like-
you everything you need to know.
Yeah.
And what's the main girl's name?
Naru.
Naru.
Naru's like, you taught me everything, and then this flower becomes very important
Mm.
later.
Yeah, I even have a note that's like, where is it? Well, I was like,
Just
that'll-
as I thought. Trash. Sorry.
Just
Just
as I
as I thought.
nothing. Damn, I really thought.
Also-
You wasted our time just now. Oh,
Okay,
that's 2 seconds I won't get back.
I waste your time all of the time. Thank you. Oh, I said, cool his blood, you say? Methinks that may come in handy later.
Mm.
That was not worth that long.
I'll edit it out.
Yeah,
I'll
we'll just
edit
get
all that out. Make you sound good.
The real
Also,
time.
the snake is a fucking like dumbass. I was like,
That
you
was a
can't-
jump scare.
Dumbass.
A snake?
The snake eating the rat, it made me, I was like,
Wait, what were you like?
Yeah, could you do that again? I missed it.
When do we
I'm
see?
just a circus monkey.
No, that's late. That's later. Never mind. With the wolf. Yeah,
That's
Yeah, that's later.
Okay.
You want to get
Yeah,
us
when
the next
Predator just like
chapter?
rips the snake from its skin, and I was like, what did it do to you?
Yeah.
That is pretty metal, though. Just-
Yeah.
I mean,
you,
yeah.
Little stupid creature.
I have
Fuck
one note
yeah.
that just says, I hate men. I don't know what the context is, but
We don't
Yeah,
need
it's
any.
correct.
It's
whatever.
correct.
It's correct.
It doesn't really need context.
There's so much
oh, it's
misogyny.
when they're in the tree and he gets yoinked out of the tree for talking
Oh.
shit.
Yeah. Mhm.
Oh, he gets yanked.
Yeah.
He gets yeeted.
Is that in the next part though? When
yes, we can move on to the next part if we're ready.
Let's go.
The next plot point has the rattlesnake in it, but we already talked about the rattlesnake, so I'm gonna skip it. Naru faces off with the big cat on the branch of a tree, but after being distracted by the strange sounds and lights of the predator in the distance, she falls and hits her head. She wakes up in her family home, having been carried back by Tabe. He later returns to the village carrying the dead mountain lion in 2 pieces, earning him the title of war chief. Convinced of a greater threat they've never seen before, Naru departs with Sari. She comes across a herd of skinned bison left to rot on the plains. Discuss.
I sort of feel, I don't remember if it's addressed later in the movie, but I feel like she got a good jab at the mountain lion.
Yeah.
And then she gets knocked out, and I feel like he kind of takes credit for that whole kill, but I think she
sure did.
Really assisted with that.
No, that annoyed me because then like later he's like, you actually really like you almost had the cougar and like I couldn't have done it without you or whatever. And I'm like, why didn't you say that like in front of your family?
Not only that, there's like a whole point where he's talking to her and he's like, you're just not good enough to like
he literally
and it's
because because he backtracks because he's like we did this, and then she like goes on, he goes, no, you're right, we didn't do this, I did this. And I was like, I was liking you.
You made it worse.
I was liking you. What is going on? What the hell?
She fucking stabs the cat. Like, of course that's gonna like play a big part in you catching it.
Yeah.
And seeing that orange flash in the trees is such a good like hint, being like, what the fuck is that? Like, I want to see this predator so bad.
Yep.
Like they really get you.
When she like finds the footprint in the ground, I was like,
oh yeah,
those are some big feet.
I know. And all the guys are just like, it's just a bear, and she's like, okay, well, it's really big. Like whatever, if it's a bear.
You know what
or
they
not,
say about
enormous.
big feet?
Big shoes.
Yeah, the predator needs to shop at the big shoe store.
Get out.
Also, when she was like, so when they wake them up to like go like gather, because they gather in the mornings, and then she like runs off the other way to go hunt the thing, and nobody stops her. She's just like, don't look at me. And they're like, huh? Like,
I mean, would you stop a girl with an epic music montage behind her walking in the opposite direction?
Like, nobody's like, hey, where are you going? What's she doing? Where'd she go?
You just gotta let her go. Let her be free.
Yeah. And then right after that is when she finds the first drop of like the green blood. It's when we get the hint of that.
Oh,
that's such a cool detail.
Kristen, what did you want to say about the wolf?
Wolf.
That part was probably the only terrifying part of it. Just like watching him like kill it, and then he like ripped its head off, or like I was like,
it was like standing there, and then the guts just like fell
out of it.
Yeah.
That was like an anime move. Shink.
Yeah, he sliced it, and then the wolf jumped down and acted like it was normal, and then all of a sudden, bloop, and I was like,
but yeah, no, when he like pulls the spine out, I was like, ew.
I was like,
it's so cool to have like those moments of him like observing predators like on this planet, and sort of like he gains a little bit from the snake and from the wolf and from the bear, and like it's just like cool to watch the predator do that.
Yeah.
Gain that information.
But misogyny was his greatest downfall.
Oh, isn't it always?
Never underestimate a girl with an axe on a rope.
Oh,
this is the first scene we see the axe on a rope too, and I have a note that's just like
cool.
axe on a rope, axe on a rope.
Why does your axe need a leash?
It's practical. It's
sick as hell.
You better go catch it.
Wait, have you guys seen that guy on TikTok that has like made that, and he like cuts wood with it?
No.
He's 100% gonna like kill himself.
Yeah, I was like, he has all of his limbs.
Yeah, and but he like has an axe on a chain that he like cuts wood with, and that is just going to end in disaster for that man, and I know it. It freaks me out every time it comes on my For You page.
I'm gonna go.
Hey, but I want to try it.
No, you don't. It's so scary.
It's cool in a movie, but like, do not try that at home.
No, do not.
Yeah, the way she like when she flicks it and then pulls it back and then catches it. Oh, it's so cool.
So
If that man from TikTok is listening, please cease and desist.
Yeah,
Please.
do not.
He's like,
Yeah.
no, my views.
Yeah. Views do be high for that guy.
Coming up, that was such a huge amount of skinned bison.
Oh,
Like
Yeah.
so many.
At first, I thought the predator did that, and I was like,
I
why
did
the-
too.
I was like, why
Mhm.
the fuck would he do that? Those aren't
Yeah.
predators. Like, and he didn't even take the skulls or anything. And then, like,
Yeah.
later you realize it wasn't him, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that makes more sense. For a second, I was like, whoa, what? Predators
Well,
don't do that.
because they've shown him like skinning.
Skin the
He skinned the snake. He sort of
Mhm.
skins the wolf. So like when you see all the bison, it's like, oh my god, like why did he do that? But
Yeah.
have you seen like those real photos of like from the 1800s when
Mm-mm.
like white men killed all of the buffalo, and it's like
Uh-uh.
like if the picture, and it's like the guy in it, and like the pile of bison skulls is like to the top of the photo. It's like a
God.
crazy amount of buffalo that they killed. So
White
very sad.
people
That's
suck.
insane.
And they
It's
didn't
it's,
even
awful.
like eat the meat.
Maybe like a little bit of it, but like how could they ever eat that much meat? you
Yeah,
know?
that's true. That's so wasteful.
Yeah, I know. It's like one of like the most horrific things that has ever happened.
That's insane. And was I mistaken that it was it still like barely alive when she came up on it?
I don't think so.
I think it's
No.
fresh, but
It was fresh, but it was
yeah.
dead.
Yeah.
Okay. I just thought maybe I saw it moving and I was like, oh my god, if that's moving, kill it. Kill
I
it
just
right
want to
now.
say, all of the like animals getting skinned and stuff, and the whole time I was like, please don't hurt the dog. Please don't hurt the
I
dog.
know.
Please don't hurt the dog.
Oh my
Please don't
god.
hurt the dog. I thought that something was gonna happen to the dog. I was like, please no.
I didn't know what she had picked up at first. Because
Well,
she
that's
kneels
the
next to the bison and picks up something, and I was like, I couldn't tell what it was until later when she like when the predator picks it up, and I was like,
Because it's a
oh.
bullet, right?
I thought it was a cigar.
Oh, it is a
Oh.
cigar. It is a
Yeah,
cigar.
Oh,
it's
I
a
thought it was a
cigar.
long bullet for some reason.
And they're smoking too, a fire hazard.
God.
God.
Burn down
These-
the forest.
French,
Yeah.
man.
The French.
The French.
French.
Sorry to our French listeners.
We don't
I'm
have
sure
any
there
of
are
those.
so many.
We're gonna have one comment be like, oh,
Oh,
how dare you.
not till I play it.
Don't worry, the American white man did just as much, if not more.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll shit on them as well.
Shall we keep going?
Yes.
Huh?
All right. Naru is baffled by the wasteful slaughter. She says a prayer for their spirits, and eventually she stumbles into a mud-filled bog pit, which nearly swallows her before she escapes. Naru and Sari are later attacked by a grizzly bear. As they flee for their lives, the bear is killed by the predator, giving Naru time to escape before running into a group of Comanche set to find her. The predator ambushes and kills the men in combat while Naru is caught in a foothold trap. The predator leaves as it no longer sees her as a threat. Discuss.
Okay, you covered a lot. You covered a lot in that.
Yeah. It's
I
because the
know.
last section was small, so I broadened it a little bit.
I know it's not technically quicksand, but I was like, quicksand. We're back
Me
to the
too.
classics. I haven't had quicksand in an action movie like since I was a kid.
I had war flashbacks to watching Never Ending Story, watching her drown
Oh,
in
the
that. I was
dog.
like, no.
But I feel like it's important to mention she uses her axe
Yeah.
and she like flings it to a tree, and that's how she does it like a bunch of times until it hooks and she's able to pull herself out.
Yeah.
And this interaction in the bog
Comes
helps
in
her
later.
later.
Comes right on back.
She's very smart. Like
Yes.
Mhm.
she can definitely survive in the woods. Which,
resourceful as
yeah,
fuck.
she's so resourceful. Like all the things, like she ends up like finding a way out. Like she's so smart. She's such a good
Mhm.
protagonist.
And the bear sequence.
It was
Very
so
intense.
scary.
When the
It's so
bowstring
scary.
snapped, I
Oh
was
my
like, fuck,
god.
fuck, oh my god, oh shit.
Oh, no.
When she's like under that thing and it's like, I was
Yeah.
like, ah!
Yeah, that's like
When she's
one of
in
the
the beaver
scarier
dam.
parts.
Yes.
No, just when the bear's
Terrifying.
like coming up the hill and she's trying to put the string back on, I was like,
Yeah.
just run, put the string, run.
One of my favorite moments in the whole movie is when the bear leans down and takes a chunk out of Predator and the green blood just like
Yes.
flings
Mm.
up onto the bear.
Anytime we got some green blood flingage, it was like,
good.
Oh,
yeah, it looked so good.
This is also the scene where the predator like holds the bear up over him and like
Yes.
the blood is just like
So hot.
pouring down him.
Yes.
That's when I was like,
So good.
okay, there.
We were all monster
it.
fuckers.
Yeah.
Like, but when it's like the bear dies and then it just gets dragged over the dam,
Yeah.
and you're just like,
Oh, he's
but that bear is at least
strong.
1,000 pounds.
Oh my god, he could protect me.
He could save me from a bear. I could fix him. I have to say though, I was so scared for Sari when the bear started chasing him. I was like, oh no, the dog.
I
no.
did too.
Oh, yeah.
There was
I did
many
too.
points where I was like, if they kill this fucking dog,
When-
I
I'm
will
gonna
lose
lose it.
Yeah, when the dog took off and the bear went after, and she was like trying to put, I was like, go faster, go get your dog.
So tense.
When I was a kid, one of the places that I lived, we had like a smaller than a lake but bigger than a pond. I don't know what you would call it, but we had one on like our property, and we would get beavers and they would build dams. And as a child, and I didn't know what they were, and my dad was like, oh, they have like a little hole, they like swim up in it. And I was just like, I want to go to there. I wanted to go inside a beaver dam so bad. So like, actually her going up in it, I was like, she's living my dreams. I was wanting to go
Chronicles of
there.
Narnia didn't help with that either. It's
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
right.
"Need a little house inside.
I want to go.
Please? Oh, this is also the scene where we first see like the iconic red dots, and I was like, now we have a Predator movie.
Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, we're in the part where she is like back with the brother is not there, but it's like his friends, and they're like, we're taking you back to camp, and they have like their first big altercation with the Predator. And that part where like the laser is centered on him and the way he's looking at it, because can you imagine like being alive in that time? If you saw that, you would have no
idea.
No idea
what that is. Like it would just be like, and he's just looking at it like
what the fuck? Like,
yeah, like,
I don't know what that
is
means.
this? Yeah, and then he gets so bad.
I will say, like, yeah, all of the like dudes are misogynistic, but they will fight.
They were
Like,
fighting.
They were fighting. They weren't cowards. Like they watched the one guy and then they jumped out there and tried to go back at it. And I was like, y'all have at it. My coward ass
I'd be like,
running
Out of here.
like,
but I love how they depict like what the Predator assesses as a threat, because like if someone's holding a weapon in any way, because he's got his like heat vision technology,
infrared.
so when he can see like the outline of a weapon, he identified it as a threat. And I love the part later when she's like holding the gun straight at him, but like it's not registering as anything. It's like I just love how they show like what is and is not a threat.
Like he also has flaws in his system, I guess, because it like doesn't look like a weapon to him.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. I always thought it was funny. I don't know if you all have like had these discussions. I'm sure you've had where you sit around, you're like, oh, what would you do if you're in a situation you had to go up against like a xenomorph or whatever? And every time everybody's like, what if you had to go up against a predator? I'm like, I just wouldn't. I would like put down my weapons and be like, yep, I'm not a threat. They'd be like, oh, fuck you. You're no fun. Oh, you have a vagina? I'm out of here.
My motto in most scenarios, like hypotheticals like that, is just to play dead, because I feel like it would work almost all of the time. Like I think about it for Lord of the Rings. Like if you're in a battle, if you just like lay in the corner, if you're just like dead,
cover yourself with some blood,
you just like rub up on like one of your guys and you just like lay in the corner of a wall for a little bit. Like
now,
in most scenarios, it will work.
I think a xenomorph would know you're alive. It probably wouldn't work there.
That's scary. A xenomorph is scary.
That's scary. I don't want to. I would just kill myself, honestly. I'm like, horrors beyond my imagination.
That one guy's death where he like gets the one arm and then gets the other arm and then like gets his head off. I was like, his arms were cut off.
I was thinking of the knight from Monty Python. Tis but a scratch.
Tis but a flesh wound.
Your arms are cut off. No, they aren't.
Oh, they are?
No, they're not.
Arms were cut off. Her legs were cut
off. I was so annoyed when they're trying to like bring her back, like before they get killed, obviously, when they're trying to like bring her back to the village. There's like one point where Wasabi's like, okay, fine, go ahead and leave then. She's like, all right. And she turns around, walks away, and the other guy just like punches her in the face. And
They
then he's
get
like,
in
you
a
have to come
fist
home with
fight.
us. So I was like,
God,
why'd you
that
tell
You
her
just
she could
told me to
leave then?
leave.
she holds her. Oh,
She
beat
she bit the
shit
fuck out of
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
She's like,
They-
"Argh."
shit
They
out of
throw
him.
down in that scene.
Yeah,
She's
the
the
only-
feral
girl.
predator.
Yeah, the only reason that they got her was because they ganged up on her at the end because she
Yeah.
had him like.
Yeah. I love that for her. She was like kicking the shit in, which I love.
Oh, this was where they like finally revealed what the predator fully looked like too.
Mm-hmm.
His-
So his like cheek part is so cool. Like when he opens his mouth and he's like,
I love that it's constantly moving, even just a little bit, like
Yeah.
a bug.
uh-huh.
It's just always a little bit like twitching. It's
Yeah.
And like the sound,
creepy.
the clicking sounds are like
Yes.
Yeah.
He's so
I
creepy.
love a clicking sound.
so.
Like
Same.
in any movie, anything that like the monster or whatever it is, like has that like sort of clicking
Yeah,
thing to it. It's like, ooh, it's so creepy.
It makes it creepier.
He's
it's
creepy.
so creepy.
Monster man.
Also, when it like is the field scene after she's like, no, he's got us, and they run,
Oh,
but
yeah.
he catches him, and that blood splatters like 12 feet in
Oh
the
my
air.
God.
Yeah,
yes.
so
Like
good.
it was an insane kill,
I-
like something
that
out of
was-
Skyrim.
There's so many parts of this where it's just like it's so anxiety inducing. So when you see them running and you just see the predator like
Yeah, so
oh my
fast.
god,
Yeah.
and then it's like running after her and you're like
And it's invisible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 times worse.
I noticed that like one of the guys, he's holding the arrow like this. I was like, is that effective? I thought you pull like
There's
Is
like
that-
different there in archery, there's different grips. I don't know the names of them, but you can do like a standard, but there's like a
I feel like
like,
that's
this is
harder
like
on
a
your
traditional
wrist. I
I
don't
don't know
know.
the names, but it's a thing. I know
Oh.
You're just worried about your dainty little wrists.
It
Wrist.
hurts.
that.
I don't want to fight Mr. Predator.
Oh,
so
no.
dainty.
I'm a
Okay,
love-
we're
I'm a-
not
I'm a-
starting that.
I'm a
We're
lover, not a fighter.
I'm just a little girl.
We're done.
That right
You're
there,
done.
officer. That right there, officer.
Restraining
Also-
order.
when the predator comes up and like starts lifting the chain, for a second I thought he was gonna like, I don't know, like take it off and be like, okay, fight me or something, but
did
instead he's just
too.
like, oh, boring, bye.
she
I was
gets
like-
caught in like a bear trap.
Yeah,
for
the bear
foot,
trap,
and
yeah.
like we see the invisible predator start pulling the chain of it slowly. Iconic.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
I
I used the word iconic so many times in my
It's
notes.
it just is though. It's so good.
I thought the same thing, Pumpkin. I thought that because when the way he was pulling it, I was like, is he gonna take it off her?
Yeah, I thought he was gonna be
And,
like,
like,
oh
make love.
shit,
Is he gonna-
you're not
is he
fun
gonna
to
kiss her
fight.
tenderly?
Is he gonna rescue her? No, but I really thought, because you know, like with the predators, like their little like way that they work, they're not gonna fight something that doesn't fight back or
Yeah.
whatever.
Mhm.
So I thought
fun.
I thought because he chased after her, he wanted a fight, and then he was like, "Oh fuck, you're caught. Okay, well I'll just take this off of you, and then we can fight to like make it fair."
Mm.
But instead, he
Sure.
was just kind of like, "Oh, you're stuck now. All right,
Mm.
bye."
Boring.
Boring.
Whatever.
And you still have a vagina?
Ew.
Ew. Ew.
Not cooties.
Disgusting.
All right. Are we ready to move on to the next section and possibly the scariest section of them all?
The white man.
French voyagers responsible for slaughtering the bison come to check on their trap. I know, not the French.
Not the French.
Not
They
the
find
French.
Naru and cage her. Their interpreter, Raphael, questions Naru about the predator, who the Frenchmen have encountered before. When she refuses to talk, the lead voyager reveals that that he has Tabe captive and tortures him before using both siblings as bait for the predator. While tied to a tree, Tabe admits to his sister that she had weakened the mountain lion, enabling him to kill it. The predator kills most of the Frenchmen, while Tabe and Naru escape.
All I could think of,
Discuss.
all I could think of when they cut Tabe was that TikTok sound. This better not awaken anything in me. I was just like, oh.
This one here, officer, not me. Her.
Officer, it's all of us. It's
Yeah.
all of us.
Yeah.
Leave me out of this.
You're a liar.
Yeah. I was like, oh, when
It was-
when they pulled him out of the cage and they just like sliced his chest, I was like, huh?
You're weird.
Huh?
The first time I watched this, I watched it with my brother. And as soon as like the French like fur traders like showed up, we both like gasped. And as I said white people, he said the French. And like we said it simultaneously. It was so funny.
I literally have my biggest note in this section is, oh God, no, not the French anyone, but the French. And I was like, they're the real villain of this movie.
They're the real horror.
Yeah.
Literally.
The real creatures.
Also, when she's like, you killed the buffalo with a buffalo head fully on his shoulder.
Yeah.
I'm like, I would be safe assumed
You
that he
did
killed the
that.
buffalo.
It drove me nuts though that the subtitles just told me what they were saying in French. I was like, okay, but I
Yeah.
don't know
I
French.
don't know.
Can
It
you
literally was
translate
like
it?
it literally was like on
Oh.
French, and I was like, I want to know what they're saying.
I don't know
Well,
what
I kind of,
it is.
I kind of like that because
Obviously don't know French.
Why
it
would I?
plays into like her, like she wouldn't know French, and we're getting this story from her perspective. So like the audience also shouldn't know what they're
Makes
saying,
sense.
you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because it'd be like
Um,
cheating since we have
cheating.
subtitles on.
This section also has my favorite shot of the Predator with the smoke and the dead trees, and he just like becomes completely visible, and it's like the full practical effects. I was like, yeah!
Yeah.
But then
Like,
the
this is what I
dumbass-
came for.
But then
Wait.
the dumbass steps on a bear trap, and I was like, you just saw Naru step on one of those. Why wouldn't you have been on the lookout?
Wait,
Think,
are we
buddy.
there? Are we there where they have them set as bait?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that whole scene is so good. It looks
Oh.
so cool. And she's
The
like
line-
talking to the brother. She's like, it doesn't hunt this way. Like it's not gonna be here for the bait. So we're kind
No.
of good to just
Oh my god, the whole fight scene with the Predator just like demolishing them. I'm such a sucker for a fight scene and just like
yeah.
it like
So good.
okay. So my favorite fight scene ever is in Kick-Ass 1 when she goes through the tunnel and just like kills everybody. This is getting up there. I was
Yeah,
just
it's
like,
really
the way he
good.
was like the way he was just like it the hammer thing almost beats when she like reloaded her gun in midair. Like the way that she like flicked it and plunk. I was
Oh
like,
my
this
God.
is so good.
You make me want to rewatch Kick-Ass. I haven't
God, I
watched
love that movie.
ever.
It girl has been
When-
on my list to cosplay for so long.
So good.
The decapitation with the shield
Oh,
when he's
Oh,
like choking
yeah.
the guy and then
Yeah.
he goes whoosh, and cuts the tree too.
Yeah. Yes, that was my favorite kill.
Like
but
holy shit.
I was when they have him under the net and he like jumps up and throws it off, and he's like so much taller than all the like puny humans around him. He's just like, rah. I was like,
Oh,
He's
so
so hot.
disappointed. I loved the kill with like the little, like the explosives that he
The
sent,
net.
and like again, all of the
all the freaking
French people are
net.
just like, what is
yeah,
that?
they're like,
and then
what
you
the
see
fuck
like
is this?
you see the aerial view of it like going in different directions and
Right.
like blowing up wherever they are.
So good.
and then that net when he like releases the net and
That,
it
like,
just like it literally just
Closes in.
and it cuts right through. Oh my god, it's so good.
So cool. Such a
Also
cool
that
sequence.
funny moment when like they shoot him and they're like, we have to reload.
Yeah.
One
Give me a second.
I loved like the choreography and cinematography. Like most of the fights or like the action shots were like continuous, and they didn't do that thing I hate where they're like constantly cutting to different angles and you can't really like tell what's happening.
Yeah.
Like all of the fight scenes feel very like real, and like I don't know, it's just shot so well. Ugh,
is.
Yeah.
it's so satisfying. I also love that like these
Guest on the pod. There's a guest.
puppy.
I said Leo.
What's your thought?
I loved that the Frenchmen are fighting for their fucking lives, and the Predator's just like bouncing from tree to tree. just like, I'm having fun. Bip, you're dead.
Literally like making just no work going through them. Oh, it's so good.
He's just having a fun time.
I got
yeah.
a little giggle out of the part where, because he gets like a couple scrapes and bruises in this
Mhm.
altercation, and when he's like sitting and he's like like doing his little self-med job. And he's
It's cauterizing.
I don't know why that part kind of makes me giggle.
Oh, I was
Pumpkin,
when they
please.
zoom in on him sitting there in his little briefs. I was like, "You can bandage you up."
You're sick in the head.
Let me
We are
help you
taking
out.
Pumpkin
Let me
off
help
of
you
the
out, Mr.
podcast.
Potato.
He's got like a 20 pack. Can you blame me?
He's got a 20 pack.
He,
I would like you to pack and
And
never
his-
come back to this podcast.
he's the only thing he's wearing are like his little underwears. He's not
Pumpkin
wearing
just
anything
had
else.
to take her shirt off for this.
She
Just
got-
watch
she
Tarzan if you want
She got so hot. She had to take off.
The
We have
AC
lost a
turned off.
layer.
The AC turned off.
She was getting so hot. She had to take off her jacket.
This fight was where I wrote down that I was like the blend of like the fighting with the alien technology and with like the barely
Like the
no
current-
technology is like
Yeah.
so cool to watch. Like it's so interesting and makes
and
such a cool
and them
movie.
even like the French having muskets is more advanced than like what their whole
Axe
like,
on a rope.
what everyone else has. So it's like the 3 stages of technology difference is like crazy.
Yeah, that's what I liked about it too. It's like the French, they have these muskets and they think that they're like the big bads because you know they just have bows and arrows and things on a stick, and then he comes out with like explosions. This thing that's gonna get you laser beams.
Yeah, I love that like the whole movie, like he's not fighting for his life or anything. He's doing this shit for fun. Like he
fun.
could very easily just kill a bear. He was
Yeah.
like, I want to fight this shit like, old school style. And like these, like the Frenchmen, he could have easily just like killed all of them super easy. But
Yeah.
he's like,
Yeah.
let's have fun with this. I'm gonna jump around in the
Yeah.
trees and
Yeah.
I'm
like
playing
fuck
with my
you.
food.
He's literally
yeah,
playing with
it's
his
kind of a
food.
dick move because from what I understand, like Alien comes to Earth just to like
Fuck with us.
Fuck
Yeah.
shit up.
Just
But
to
it's
be a
like-
dick.
just to be like the top predator, but it's like okay, but his technology is so advanced that it's like even to what he perceives as like a predator on our planet, it's like no contest. You
Well,
know?
the predators like to go on like safaris, the way that humans will go shoot like elephants or
Oh.
That's
lions
so
or
funny.
whatever. So he's literally just like, I'm gonna go collect some trophies. That's why he keeps all the skulls and whatever. He's like he's on
Yeah,
vacation,
Because
bro.
because he hooks that wolf skull like to his back.
So cool.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
just on vacation. He's here to just fuck shit up and get his trophies and come home and show the boys. Like, look what I got.
Look what I got.
Boys.
The boys.
Yeah, they
Are
don't
you
have
ready to move on?
vaginas.
Okay.
No vagina.
No vaginas.
There are female predators.
They have big old titties, breasts, and jugs.
Wait, are there? Do they really?
Yeah,
I'm pretty
wait,
sure. Yeah.
Do they? Hold on.
Hold the phone.
I have to.
If
look this up.
I'm wrong.
Oh my god, she thick.
I love
Yeah.
her.
Yeah, she's
Oh, that's-
sick.
That is dope. Are you kidding me? What?
Lauren's like, is something happening to me?
Cosplay her.
Cosplay her,
Mhm.
do it.
Cosplay her.
Mhm.
There are cosplayers. There's that cosplay.
Oh yeah. Here's this.
You should do it. Because then I want to do a xenomorph and we can do Alien versus Predator.
Are they in actually any of like the movies?
Like,
Or are they
tell
just
me-
from, like,
tell me
a video
that's
game or
Not
something?
me. It must be.
It's
me.
you.
That is you.
I love her.
Dragon
Okay,
Con 2023.
just
Alien
gonna put
versus
that-
Predator.
Put that in the docket.
There's one named Big Mama.
Oh,
Cosplay
say
her.
less. It's happening.
Okay.
Anyways,
We all got really excited.
Are you ready to move on?
yes.
Yes.
All right. It's a little bit of a long one, but I'm just going to power through the rest of the movie
Okay.
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 because I feel like that's the best way to do it.
Mhm.
All right. Naru rescues Sari from the camp and stumbles across a dying Raphael, who teaches her how to use the flintlock pistol in exchange for medical treatment for his severed leg. Naru gives him herbs that reduce his body heat to stanch the bleeding. When Predator arrives, Raphael plays dead, and Naru realizes that due to his reduced heat, the creature cannot see him. After it steps on Raphael, he screams, and the Predator kills him. Tabe arrives on horseback to rescue Naru. Together, they weaken the Predator, but it kills Tabe. Naru flees, finds the surviving lead Frenchman, She knocks him out, severs one of his legs, and gives him an unloaded gun before eating the herbs to hide her body heat, baiting the predator to kill the Voyager. She uses Raphael's pistol to ambush the creature, knocking off its mask, which she has previously seen hold the targeting system for the predator's spear gun. She steals the device and flees into the woods. She uses the Frenchman's severed leg to lure the predator into the area with the mud-filled bog pit from earlier, where she has positioned the creature's mask so that it targets the pit. Without the mask, the predator is less effective, so Naru injures it significantly before dragging it into the bog. As the predator rises from the pit, it fires the spear gun at Naru and misses. The projectile hones in on the predator, killing it. Naru severs its head and paints her face with its glowing green blood and brings it back with the flintlock pistol to the tribe. They honor her victory by declaring Naru as the new war chief. End of movie. Best possible outcome.
God, the ending. Yeah, she's so smart. She knows how to like cat get it. Oh, she's so good.
Like how everything plays out with that flower that like reduces the body temperature, like how we've had that set up since the beginning, and then like her realizing that that's like what made that French guy like undetectable, and then she uses it on herself. It's like I love how that all plays out.
The scene where the predator's mask gets like knocked off and he like turns around and just like like, oh, he's so creepy and cool. It was such like a, because we just got a reveal of what he actually looked like, and then now we got the reveal of like what he looks like under the mask, which is like even creepier.
Yeah.
I thought that was like really cool, the way he like turned around and they like reveal his face. Yes, so creepy.
It looks so good.
But like the mask stays on during sex. Sorry. Just paper bag. Like I'm just gonna.
Honestly, I think the mask adds a lot.
Hot. It's hot.
Yeah, the mask does.
I felt bad that Naru was so focused on like figuring out, like working out the gun, that she like can't really help in the fight that much, and then she thinks she's got it and she tries to fire it and it like doesn't work, and I was like, just forget the gun. Like,
just
it was stressing me out.
Did you mention in this section that the brother dies?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I missed that. Yeah, but his dying was so sad.
Yeah. So sad. He got an epic death though. Like it was a really cool death.
Yeah, the claws just up through his back, and you see that like wide frame of him just like suspended in the air because it's like invisible when it gets him. It's
God, it's so good.
Also, that scene of Naru just massacring those Frenchmen was just like everything I needed. It was so good.
Again, the choreography, dude, it's
so good.
Perfect. I love it.
I also that whole time when she was helping the Frenchman, I was like, why are you doing that? He don't deserve you. That gun isn't gonna do enough for you to help. You shouldn't help him.
That's the thing too, is she saw them use the guns against the predator and it didn't help them.
And then she like didn't get it correctly, and then tries to go back and get more in it, and I'm like, no, just forget the gun.
Just forget the gun, girly. You're stressing me out.
Your one shot probably isn't gonna like be what you should be relying on.
Yeah.
He's like, you help me and I'll show you how to use it.
I have to say, the like, I don't know why, like usually like gore stuff doesn't bother me, but the mice eating the Frenchman's like cut off leg, I was like, stop.
That stuff
just a little snack. It's just a nibble.
that stuff gets me. That's like that thing in Game of Thrones, that scene where they put the rats and then set it on fire and eat. I'm like, stop it. It's literally the worst way you could die.
That was a real way of torturing people.
I hate
it. That's disgusting.
Before Tabe unfortunately dies, though, when he has that shot of him over the predator and stabs him like through the neck, and it comes out so fucking good.
Yes, that was like, so good.
And that blood is just like highlighter. It's like this green.
Yeah, brighter.
Like, it's like so good. Neon. Like it's such a cool visual effect for the whole thing.
I was just gonna say, like how we get her knowledge from getting out of the bog is like how she uses that to like get him in the end. It's like, so good.
Yeah, she's really like,
she's just very observant.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's very smart. She's like collecting ideas as she goes.
Which is the same thing that the Predator does. Like we see him learning from everything, and she does the same thing, and it's like the parallels are so good.
She's so smart. She picks up everything and then uses that to her knowledge. It's so good.
And then even her like coming back to her camp at the end, it's like it parallels when Tabe came back to the camp with the cougar. And she's like coming back with the Predator head, and you're like, yeah.
Do you believe me now?
Are you not entertained?
And that green blood on her. Oh so my gosh. Cool. So cool.
I don't know if I noticed it on the second watch when the Predator realizes it's just a leg. Like you can see him give an annoyed like like he like you see his shoulders like drop. He's like, are you fucking serious?
She got me.
God damn it. Like, it's so funny. He's like annoyed.
It's with the vagina.
Yeah.
The vagina got me.
Although I don't know why it like tickled me. Is so funny, but she just very politely like scooches over for him. She's like, no, go ahead, kill him.
Oh, right this way, sir.
Right this way, sir. Please kill him.
Yeah, I was also like, what made you think that gun was loaded? What made you think she was going to give you a loaded gun? You literal idiot.
Yeah, but he was like, I was like, she's not going to give, what the hell are you doing? Like, she's not going to like.
Absolutely not. When she says that line, though, about Predator, where she's like, you bled my brother, so now you will bleed. The writing of this movie was so good, too. So like, it has such good, like, one-liners like that. Because, like, Tabe earlier goes, like, if it bleeds, we can kill it. So good.
Yeah.
I have a note, the scene where the Predator's like choking the Frenchman. I was like, I wish he'd do that to me.
All right.
Horny Joe.
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
I have a note that's like, get you a woman who tortures the French.
Oh. To our French listeners, we are joking and we love you.
Yeah.
Joking. Yeah, joking.
Thanks, guys, for backing me up there.
When she like grabs the Predator's fang, I feel like it just comes off so easily. She just like yoinks it off. I was like,
it's like how you can bite your own finger off like a carrot.
Yeah,
but I don't think you could just. I don't think you could just pull out one of my teeth like super easy.
I could.
Okay. I'd like to see you try.
I feel like they are in there pretty good. They got those like veins and stuff.
Yeah, she just like grabs it and yanks it off. I was like, I don't think your tooth should come off that easily, sir.
She got grip strength. I don't know.
He's got gingivitis.
It's a wombo.
That's combo. It. You got him. Cavities galore.
He doesn't brush his mandibles. I don't know what they are.
Okay.
Get your mandibles.
Okay.
No.
I wonder why the Predator just like tried using the spear gun. Even did he like forget he didn't have his mask on?
Maybe, or he thought it was close enough range that he was just gonna hit her.
Maybe. I don't know. I was just kind of like, why did you even try that? I guess he didn't.
He was probably just so frustrated that she was like getting him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I assumed he just forgot like it's not on. But I don't know what he sees without it on, so I don't know if he would have noticed or not. But yeah, Nair's a boss ass bitch. Queen shit.
Her walking back to camp just with that head is just like
holding the head,
so good.
With the green blood.
I was even
also
like,
that scene of her jumping off the branch, like the Predator's on the ground and she's like, oh, it's like an aerial attack.
Yes.
When she got him, I was like, is she gonna drag his whole body there? And then I saw she had the head. I was like, oh, that's smart.
I will say when Tabe brought the lion back in 2 pieces, that was a fucking serve.
Yes,
I got the whole thing, bitch.
I thought it was cute when they like show everybody celebrating at the end. It like pans to Sari, who's just sitting there like wagging his tail, and I was like, that dog is like, I don't know what's going on, but everybody's clapping, so I'm excited too.
But I survived.
I love that dogs are like that. They're like, we're excited. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, my last note of the whole thing is the dog survived the whole time. I truly love this movie.
Yes.
I thought something was gonna happen to the dog. I was like betting on it. I was like, something's gonna happen.
I was worried.
We're in a progressive age of horror where the dog doesn't have to die in the movie.
Yeah.
Well, shit.
That's it.
I love this movie. It's so good. Mm-hmm. Now I want to go back and like binge watch all the old ones.
Pray, love.
Oh.
Eat, pray.
Yeah, so good.
Okay.
I guess Pumpkin's gonna be the only one doing the love part.
Yeah. Yeah, this movie is just a good one. And in case you missed our last episode, we sort of did a clarifier because Predator could be technically like an alien
Or
in the
sci-fi
alien
or whatever.
genre.
Yeah.
But we are sort of considering if the alien is on Earth, then then we're allowing it as a creature feature.
Yeah.
Is our reasoning.
Yes.
And if you don't agree with it, you don't make the rules.
Yeah,
No.
you can leave or
You
don't stay, please.
You need to
Please stay, actually.
Please,
Yeah.
actually.
Please,
Yeah,
I
We
can
love
stay.
all
you can have your
24
opinions
of
and we
you.
have ours. It's fine.
Yes, it's fine. Please stay. We need fans.
But now that we've finished with my pick, Prey, it's time to hear what Pumpkin has in store for us
I'm
next
so
week.
excited. I know nothing about what you're gonna pick.
I know. None of us know what Pumpkin's picking
Yeah,
this
no
week.
idea.
And just as a disclaimer, we got a text about an hour before we started that was like from Pumpkin saying, I don't know about my pick. I think I'm going to pick something else. And we were like, no, pick whatever you're going to pick. And then she was like, okay, I'm going to pick it. So we're all on the edge of our
my seat.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so first, when I was like, oh, I know a creature feature that I liked or I remember liking. I haven't seen it since I saw it in theaters, but I like never see anybody else talk about it. So I was like, I think that'd be a good recommendation. I bet a lot of people haven't seen it. And I saw it had pretty bad reviews. And I was like, well, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. But then today, when I was like looking up information about it, I saw that this movie only made back half of its budget. It cost 80 million to make. It only made 41 million. I was like,
What is this?
Wait,
I'm so
can
intrigued.
we? Oh, wait. Can you give us like 3 hints and then let us like guess?
Yes.
we've talked about it before as a
Oh.
group. We've brought up this movie. I think Lauren saw it, but I don't know if anybody else said that they saw it.
I've seen everything. Damn it!
It hasn't.
Wait, give us a year and let's see if we can guess.
I think I
2020.
might- Oh, I know
2020.
it. I think I know it.
Yeah.
I've seen a
But-
lot of stuff too, but
The
Okay.
crazy thing is I remember walking
Lauren's
out of
gonna
the
be
theater
obsessed.
with my brother and one of my friends, and we were all like, "Yeah, that was a good movie." I mean, nothing like revolutionary, but we're like, "Yeah, that was good. That had some good like jump scares,
Lauren's
and the
not gonna
creatures
be
were
happy.
cool."
Are you about to steal my pick?
I don't know what your pick is, babe.
is it
Oh,
Crawl?
I thought Lauren did. If it's the thing I think it is, I don't think Lauren likes this movie at all.
Ooh, okay, let's just get to
Okay. So this is a creature feature that came out in 2020 and stars the beautiful Kristen Stewart. My movie pick is Underwater.
I love that movie.
Oh,
I
it was
loved
not what I
Underwater.
I haven't seen it, but I have heard a lot of bad reviews about it.
Bad reviews?
Yeah,
I
so I'm excited to watch it.
Yeah, I mean, I thought I liked this movie like well enough, but
I'm
I was
excited.
I'm very
super
excited to
con-
watch it.
My mom has seen it, and I think she said she liked it. So,
Uh-huh.
and
I-
most of the time, me and my mom agree on movies. So,
I do know that like Kirsten Stewart is like a Jennifer Lawrence kind of like you either love her or hate her type of actress.
Sure.
I love her.
I
So-
love her and I love Jennifer Lawrence. I love
Yeah,
Same. I like them both.
I love both of them.
Yeah, so I'm kind
Ooh.
of wondering if some of the like negative reviews were just people ragging on
Hating
her because they
them.
don't like her.
That could be
both.
it.
Underwater was like, we won't say what. I know you guys are pretty sure what my pick is, but like Underwater was my other one that I was considering. So I'm very excited that you picked that
Okay.
one because I really like that movie.
Yeah,
and I've
I
only seen it
liked
the
it.
once, so now I'm really excited to rewatch it.
Yeah, I saw it in theaters and I haven't seen it since. I am curious to see if like our rewatch at home makes me kind of go like, oh yeah, this isn't as good as I remember. Because I do feel like experiencing a movie in the theaters is really different than like just sitting down watching it at home.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I will say when I saw A Quiet Place, I like A Quiet Place, but it was so much more intense watching it in a theater.
It's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
good in
Yeah,
theaters.
just because you're like, I remember watching that and I was like eating popcorn and it's so quiet,
Yes.
and I was like,
Mhm.
I remember that in my theater too.
So
Like
good.
everyone was like, it's so intense to be like
quiet,
loud.
yeah.
Yeah.
My watch of Quiet Place, there was a teenage couple like 2 rows behind me, full conversation,
Oh,
just like kind of a whisper but not really a whisper, just like
Uh,
talking about like
uh.
school or something, and I was like,
Go home.
Why are
That's
you
back
even in a movie
row.
theater?
That's
Yeah.
the worst. And then when people like get on their phone, like when I was watching Barbarian, there was this lady in front of me that kept getting on her phone, and I was like, "Stupid!" Ugh.
It's so annoying. Like, just wait and watch it at home if you want to be on your phone the whole time.
Yeah.
Basically.
I wouldn't stop Barbarian today.
I love that movie.
Can we hear your non-spoiler review?
Before we move on from Underwater, though,
Oh.
I was looking at the cast,
Mhm.
and for you musical theater people, John Gallagher Jr.'s in it, who was the original Moritz in Spring Awakening. So I'm like,
okay.
oh, hey, dude, you little weirdo. So yeah, fun tidbit for you musical theater idiots out there.
Did you have anything else that you wanted to talk about Underwater, where it's streaming, perhaps?
Yeah. So Google says it's available on Hulu premium subscription, Sling TV premium subscription, or YouTube for $4, Google Play for $4, Vudu, Amazon Prime, all of those $4. For some reason on Apple TV it's $15. So
Oh,
I don't
wow.
know why.
So
I guess it's to buy it.
Maybe, yeah, but
I
it's
don't know.
rentable if you don't have
Yes.
like Hulu or whatever.
Yeah, if you don't have Hulu, yeah.
Fun! I'm really excited for that one.
Yeah, I'm so
I
excited.
rewatch it. I'm very curious to see if
Me
my
too.
opinion changes upon a rewatch. I just
Mhm.
remember Kirsten Stewart looking really hot in this.
Really hot.
Because like in the
She's
beginning,
got a little.
she's
She's got
just-
a little like wife beater tank.
yeah, she's
Oh.
just in like
Ooh,
little.
is she
Hell
giving
yeah.
out?
Huh?
Is that still what they're called?
Yeah, I
wife-
don't know.
I've heard wife pleaser is what people say now.
Okay.
I just call it a white
Oh, okay.
tank top. But yeah, she's
White
just in
tank
a little
top, but you know
tank
what I'm
top and some shorts, and I was like,
She's giving Ridley, not Ridley.
Hey.
Ripley. She's
Yes.
giving Ripley.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes. And I'm just a sucker for like an underwater movie because
Same.
I have
So scary.
thalassophobia, so like I'm scared of deep water, and so
Yes.
anything in that like realm, it scares me. Like, so
yeah.
I love this movie. Very excited to rewatch it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember a lot of the jump scares really got me, which I'm not
Mhm.
usually one for jump scares, but with a creature feature, I love jump scares.
I feel like that's the only time now that they're like still fun because
Yeah.
they're usually like
Right.
it is the thing that's like
Yeah.
Yeah,
rather than when they're
Right.
just like inserted in a movie just to like when the music is just like dun, and you're like okay.
And it's like
Okay.
a rabbit.
Yeah.
It's her husband coming home.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
honey, you scared me. I hate the
Yeah.
fake outs. They're so dumb.
So annoying.
Yeah, I agree. Okay,
Yay!
so should we catch up on like what we've been watching since it's been
Yeah.
been a
Yeah.
Before we
hot-
wrap it up.
I watched
Yeah.
Barbarian too. I really liked Barbarian. It's directed. I used to, when I was in high school, I was obsessed with this TV show, Whitest Kids You Know. And Zach
Mhm.
is one of the actors / founders of it. So finding that out, I was like, okay, I can see a lot of his humor in it because this movie is pretty humorous in a lot of parts.
Yeah. I don't want to know very much about it.
No,
I'd
no.
like to like not know anything going.
I know
into this
I
one.
don't know what it's about at all, and I
don't wanna know anything.
Yeah, you will. You won't know anything going into this
Just-
movie.
Yeah, let
Like-
me just say, like, whatever you think is gonna happen, it's not that.
No, you're like
Okay.
these are the ones that you watch the trailers and you don't know what's going on. Like
I love.
because
Yeah,
Because I haven't watched any of the trailers or anything. Like I just want to go in blind.
like I'm totally blind on this one.
That's something I love. They did a good job with that. The
Mhm.
trailers are very vague. I
Very
have no
vague.
idea
Yeah.
what it was about.
I didn't either. The only reason why I was so obsessed with watching it was because I saw that Zach directed it and I was like, oh, I love Zach. I'll watch it. But then like everybody kept talking about it and they were like, this movie's so disturbing. This movie's like so good. And I was like, oh, I gotta watch it. So
Yeah.
so me and my grandma went and saw it. And my grandma left it like, I like that movie. I was like, yeah.
I was like, that was a good movie, but I think I need therapy. That was disturbing.
That's like Mother.
Mother is fucked up.
Yeah.
I don't even
Yeah.
want to watch that.
Don't.
That fucked Jennifer Lawrence up. I remember
Yeah.
she said that
Yeah.
really messed with her. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh
I can see why.
Yeah.
yeah, I give Barbarian about an 8.5 out of 10.
That's what I was
Yeah.
gonna give it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
said 8.5.
Wow.
Wow.
Maybe I'll
now
go
me and
see it
Lauren
this
have to go
weekend.
see it.
I know. It's my
Yes, I
birthday
recommend.
this weekend, so maybe I'll go do some birthday. Siberia, have you watched anything? We're talking like since we last
mean-
since Circle. Is that the only thing you guys have watched?
I haven't really watched any horror. I've been on a real big fantasy kick. I have not been watching a lot of horror.
I I rewatched Bride of Chucky because I needed a comfort movie when I was sicky.
Aw.
I've been rewatching Sailor Moon, which is not scary.
Ah,
Women.
women.
And Barbarian. Barbarian's the only like new horror movie I've watched recently.
Yeah. I've been listening to a lot of horror stories, a couple
For
of which have
sure.
been pretty good. I love a good I listened to a really good psychological one, like The Twist.
Like a
I did
podcast?
not see
It
It
coming.
was pretty
Yeah.
crazy. If it's the same one that I listened to, then yeah.
Yeah, the red one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know that you said that in our group text. Did you send like a link?
No, but I can if you want.
Oh,
Yeah, I want to hear it.
It's I think it's the second story on the episode, but yeah, I love listening to like short horror stories because I have like no attention span. So I'm like, okay, wrap it up. Which there's some episodes that they spend like all 2 hours going over like one longer story, and I'm just kind of like, I didn't know about that. I'm sorry.
Lauren, anything from you?
I've been watching good bit of stuff. I watched Men, and
How is
How
that?
was it?
hated it.
Okay, I've heard
Okay,
that
yeah.
I've heard it's bad.
I've heard.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. I mean, I had like, I was sort of sitting in like a medium ground because it's been reviewed well, but I feel like people haven't liked it. Like I haven't heard
Yeah.
good things
I
from
feel like a
actual
lot of
people.
women. I feel like a lot of women have been like, "This sucks," and a lot of men have
Yes.
been like, "This is good."
Oh my God. It's a bummer because like the first half of it started pretty promising. Like it had a cool idea. It's got this whole thing where like it's based around like a woman is the protagonist and she's doing like a vacation getaway in like the middle of nowhere. But like every man she encounters has the same face, which is
Mhm.
like very unsettling and
Yeah,
disturbing.
that's cool.
And then it just goes off the motherfucking rails in the worst way. And I was maybe at like a 5 or 6 the front half, but the second half brought it to like a 1, 2.
Oh
I
God.
hated it.
I watched because I heard so many bad reviews, so I listened to my favorite podcast, the Dead Meat podcast. I listened to their review on it, and they were like, "This director has made some good stuff, but man, this was bad." Like,
So bad.
hating on it so bad, and I was like, "Oh."
We've kind of been exclusively watching horror, so I've got a bit of a list if you guys are okay with me running through it.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
run
go
down
for
it.
We watched The Medium, which is a Thai horror movie, which I was very excited for because I had seen it
Oh, I've
recommended
heard of it. Yeah.
on TikTok, and the guy was like, "This movie is so scary," and it was like one that you had all sent me, and I was like, "I've already seen this." Like we'd all seen the same video, so I was like really excited to watch it, and it just was way too long, and I feel like it was only good if you've never seen an exorcism movie before. Like
Sure.
it just ended up being like the most cliche exorcism movie ever. So like I was just like it was not only too long, but it was just very cliche.
I did watch that actually. I thought
What did you think?
I didn't think it was that bad. I did think it was too long.
It was so long. It was like 3 hours.
Yeah, it felt longer than, because it was only 2 hours, but it felt longer than what it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like it just felt longer. I didn't think it
Yeah.
was that bad. Like I'd give it maybe like a 5 out of 10.
It had a good
Yeah.
setup, but then the second half was just like what do they call it? Like the camera,
Yeah.
like night mode on a camera, and it was just a girl like
Yeah.
going around. It was like, okay. We watched Boar, which was just sort of a creature feature about a giant boar killing people in Australia. It was kind of fun. The Boar.
That sounds good.
Kind of fun.
Yeah.
That was on Prime. The Medium was on Shudder.
Have y'all seen that video? It like went viral. I don't remember how long ago, but some guy tries to pet a boar and it like attacks him.
No.
Obviously. Why? It's like the people that go to Yellowstone and they try to pet buffalo and they just get like they get gored on the street. And it's like, what?
Like,
did
just
you think
stop.
was gonna
But like
happen?
I wouldn't even pet like a wild pig.
No.
Like, and a
No.
boar is a wild pig with giant tusks.
Yeah,
Like,
and they're
don't
like
pet it.
incredibly aggressive and
Yeah,
kill a lot
don't
of
pet it,
people.
dude.
I finally watched The Black Phone, so I think I'm the last one to
Oh.
watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, what'd
Yeah,
you
what
think?
did you think?
I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah.
I think I was telling Siberia, I thought there was some questionable child acting and some
Sure.
questionable dialogue, but like the story as a whole, I thought was entertaining and fun and unique.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I watched Sadness. Oh, what was that?
The
I've
movie that
zombie
I
one.
hated. The movie that I
Movie you
hated. The movie that I hated. I just have trauma. So like watching that just like sent me.
Yeah, I think Kirsten
places.
told me like a quick rundown about what it was about, and I was like, "Oh no,
Yeah,
not for me."
I have trauma, so
that's
that was very triggering watching
completely
that movie.
valid. But you had I've seen you compare it to a Serbian film, and
The scene with the eyeball. Are you kidding me?
I do not think it's even in like the same realm as a Serbian film, because this is just like a very gory, fucked up zombie movie. But it's not like animals dying on screen. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Serbian film animals don't die.
Wait, which one is it?
That's Cannibal Holocaust.
Oh,
the animals dying on scene. Yeah.
Well, it is definitely fucked up, but I thought it was a very fun, fucked up, gory zombie movie. And I was, because like I know that you had like, we know your thoughts on it, and so I was reading the reviews, and the reviews were like, this movie is fucked up, like very gory. And so I watch everything with my husband Joe. So whenever I'm saying we, it's because I'm watching with Joe. But we were like, I was telling him the reviews. I was like telling him Kirsten's take on it, and I was like, I think we just need to be prepared to like turn this movie off when it gets to be too much. Like, let's just be prepared for that to be an eventuality. And we just had a blast. We thought it was so fun.
It's too much. It's too much sexual. Too much essay. Too much essay.
There is some definitely implied. I would say that it was all off screen, but it's definitely heavily implied, and you know what's happening.
That's a lot of essay.
Yeah,
it's just what this movie is. It gives you a disease that makes you essay everybody.
Yeah. So that could be that's our controversial movie of the week. We got two very opposing opinions on that.
Because I don't mind the blood. I love gore. Like I'm all for gore movies.
And the gore was good. Like
so good.
The SFX on this, we were like, oh,
I do agree that SFX is good. I just there's parts too that I'm just like, some of the dialogue, like it's just like I would laugh at it because I'm like, you're supposed to be sad right now. What is this dialogue? This is I hated it.
It has some comedic, like sometimes like the blood would just be like spurting.
It's like comical blood,
like covering the whole. Everything is just like, and then everyone's just like dripping. So it definitely has like some comedic.
I mean, if you usually want to watch it and see what you think, I hate this movie.
I'm not watching it.
Yeah, I was.
You're not watching it. I kind of want to know if
I might watch it.
If you watch it, let us know.
Yeah, we'll do.
And then the last one that I've most recently watched was Low Life, which was like a influencer with a camera, and like the whole movie is like from his, or like part of the movie is like from his like kind of found footage style and part not. But
yeah.
And it was pretty good and interesting. The guy that was like the YouTuber was very realistic, like cringe YouTube guy. And that one was pretty okay.
Oh, I did watch something else. I watched, what's the movie with Joe Keery?
Oh, Spree.
I watched that.
That's a great one.
That's a good one. I loved it. It's so good. Like
yeah, this one was Low Life is very much like Spree. It's like similar.
Okay. Yeah, I liked Spree. Spree was good. It didn't get that many good reviews either. I wish I would have known it. Yeah, I wish I would have known it when it was happening, because apparently Joe Keery had like an account for Kurt and was like posting stuff up until, and it was like this whole thing. And like I was like, oh man, that's such a cool campaign. Like he even had a TikTok account where he was like making videos and stuff. Yeah, and I was like, dang, because like even clips from like Spree is in like his TikTok, and I was like, I wish I would have known when this was happening. That would have been such cool like promotion to like know about and stuff.
That's
I
so
found
fun.
all this out like afterwards. I was like going through the TikTok account and the Instagram, just like.
All right.
Well, that's our movie recap of what we've watched recently.
Well, thank you guys for watching Prey. I had a great time.
So
fun.
And I guess we'll see you guys next week for Pumpkin's pick, which is
Underwater.
Oh, I'm excited.
Woo! So come back and join us under the sea next week. All right. This is Eeks and Geeks officially signing off for the week.
Glad to be back.
Yes, so good.
No, I missed all of you.
See you guys next week.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.
Bye.